everyone, it's Gail here with my Tsunami Rose and a Tattered Dream design team project for February. I used the Charming Fragments Traveler's Notebook size from Tsunami Rose. I love Charming Fragments. It's one of my favorite kits from Tsunami Rose, and I was delighted when she put it into Traveler's Notebook size. So what I've done is I've used an antique quilt to cover the journal, and then it's closed with one of my snippet trims, and I've got a handmade boho bead here on with a little ladybug charm on a bulb pin from A Tattered Dream. So the closure, the snippet closure is, it just wraps around and it is sewn onto the back, if you can see that. So it stays right with the journal, and there is sort of the length of the snippet trim. So opening it up, I did use the quilt on the inside cover as well. So there's heavy cardstock in between. Actually, I think I used a file folder. I did use a file folder. And so it's quilted on both sides. And then let me just make sure that I've got this all in frame and we'll go through. So here's the beautiful Charming Fragments. I just love that kit. It's just, I don't know, it's one that speaks to me. It's my favorite colors. I love everything about it. So I just have a little tuck made with a doily here and a piece from the kit. And there's a journaling card that tucks in there, and this book belongs to. Some airmail paper. Everything in here is coffee dyed, including the Charming Fragments papers. This little tuck here has one of her postcards, and it's backed with coffee dyed paper. And then this little merchandise tag is from A Tattered Dream, as is the eyelash trim topping it. And then I just fussy cut out some roses from one of the papers from the kit. And so that all tucks in there. That little pocket is on a vintage dictionary page that's also been coffee dyed. And I've got a little lace sewn on that coffee dyed paper. A tuck here made from one of the journaling cards in the kit, and again, here's some sewn ephemera with coffee dyed paper on the back, and then envelope from the kit with journaling card inside. And across from that is some doily coffee dyed paper, some Easter egg dyed paper there. And then here I just clipped on this this little journaling card, thinking you could move it around the book however you wanted to. And here's a guest check from A Tattered Dream that's been coffee dyed, and one of the journaling cards from the kit. There's some vintage ledger paper here. And then here is one of the tags made from an embroidered doily and just topped with some trim, and it's cardstock on the back for another place to journal. So that just slides up there. This is an old railroad form. This is a coffee dyed doily from A Tattered Dream. A tuck spot again with the sewn ephemera tucked in. And this is an airplane, Mountain Flying Association from Butte, Montana, a vintage form from there. Coffee dyed and some Kool-Aid dyed. A little bit of everything in here. Then this is one of the sacks from Denise's store, and I've coffee dyed it, so it just gives it a lovely crunch. And then I have one of Tsunami Rose's file folders here with just a variety of papers, some vintage notepads and coffee dyed paper and such. And so that's in there and slips into the bag. But I will show you this little fabric applique. This came from DF Embroidery on Etsy. It's Diane Fortin. She's on YouTube too. I love these. And she makes them with the suitcases. She makes sewing machines. She makes some coffee cups, and yeah, so check her out. I'll try and remember to put her shop at the bottom too. So anyway, that's a tuck spot. I just glued it on for a tuck spot. So this little booklet back in the bag. And then I have a complete vintage doily in the book. Just fit perfectly. And this side is a belly band that I just made with an extra piece of the kit. And then it's got some sewn coffee dyed paper with a doily on the back. Very cottagey, very shabby chic. I love this kit. It's kind of all my favorite things, and I love how this book turned out. You know, sometimes we make these, it's hard to part with them, and this is one of those for me. It's going to be hard, but I'm going to put this in my Etsy shop and make it available for whoever is interested. This is a piece of ephemera, again with the coffee dyed paper on the back sewn on, and a little fabric tab there. This is applique that I bought from a shop on Etsy, and this little tiny lace up here is from A Tattered Dream, the little white lace that's sort of accenting that. Lots of journaling space in this one. Here's some graph paper. And then this is the vintage ledger paper, and I just took Tim Holtz brad. I think it's Tim Holtz. Might be Bo Bunny. I'm not sure about the brad, but this is one of the pieces of ephemera in the kit, and I just put the brad through the hole in the vintage journaling paper. This is one of my embossed and napkin decoupage tags that I have a little video on how I do those. And this little piece, this snippet is from Denise's store, Tattered Dream. Here is one of Denise's little glassine bags. It's one of the little mini ones. It's got a little piece of ephemera tucked in there, and it's just layered up with some of the Tsunami Rose paper, a doily, a flower, and then this ticket is from A Tattered Dream as well. Couple of journaling cards again, and the lace page. And then this is the other side of the dictionary page, and I've just put on one of the pieces of ephemera as a tuck spot and tuck these two pieces from the kit. And this is my all-time favorite fuzzy pink trim. Denise carries that in red now in the shop also, so check that out. And then I just made a pocket out of an extra page. I just backed it on file folder and made it sturdy, and then I've got some ephemera tucked in there. I think this one opens. Yes, it does. And then this one. So those are in there. And then at the very back of the book, on another bulb pin from A Tattered Dream, I put one of my layered pieces. So it's fabric and multiple layers of vintage doily and laces, and we've got a little button on here. So that is it. It will be listed, as I say, on my Etsy. I am calling this one Patchwork and Snippets for obvious reasons. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you for your amazing support of my Etsy store. And thanks to Daisy and Denise for including me in their design team. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.